no internet, or sorry, maybe I don't have internet. He has no on-off switch, and he has no volume. Oh, there's my kid, Indiana. Alright, back Furby, back. So how the heck is everybody? Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Friday Internet Marketing with me, Sage. Just Sage, that's all you have. Greg, I think is, I don't know where Greg is. You know, that's the kind of relationship Greg and I have. I don't know what he does on his personal time. He walks out that door and he just goes and does his own thing. That's it. That's all. I don't know. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he does. For all I know, he's on like some island or something, just chilling. I don't know what he does. He's like Batman. He's like Spider-Man. He's just out there doing. Maybe he is like some vigilante superhero. Maybe that's why I don't know what he does. It's because he's out saving the world. Oh, it's good to see you guys. I see you guys pouring in. That's great. That's great. So, just to let you know, I had to do this. I just had to try this. I am streaming live from the van. I'm in Florida, but I'm driving. Yes, yeah, that's right. I'm like the Evel Knievel of video. Don't try this at home. We're trained experts. It's like Jackass of video web marketing. Yeah, we're trained professionals. So yeah, I have my video camera. My phone is mounted to my steering wheel using the Gorilla Pod that I showed you guys last week, and then with the eye stabilizer, and you know, if I turn a corner, you'll notice. You probably can notice me just trying to stay on the road. What the heck is that sound? That's terrible. Oh, that does not look safe. I'm kind of out in the country out here. Oh, alright. Indiana has a question. Yes, Indy?
You did not do that video last week.
What?
You did not do that video last week.
I took the week off. Yes. And I think I made some people angry. And I'm sorry. If you were looking for me, we took off Good Friday, which is sort of strange because I actually wasn't doing anything. Well, I was getting ready for our trip. But at any rate, I think we had an interesting show. If anything, who knows, you should stick around because maybe there'll be a car crash. I mean, that'll be in itself be good. Now, also, there is a chat window. If you're at sagerock.com/live, you'll see a chat window to the right, but there's like 3 little tabs, and I can't remember what their names are at the top. It's like, what is it? It's like video, social, and chat. You have to click on the chat portion of it. Oh, no, don't cut me off. Like, do you know I'm doing a show? Is that why you want to cut me off? Come on, come on. Oh, yeah, you will go left. Okay, go left. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, whatever lane. Bye. Jiminy Christmas, they're trying to kill me out here. I'm actually the safe one. Okay, here comes a big truck. At any rate, please use the chat window. I tried to turn it off so anonymous people can chat, but I'm not sure I can do that. Hold on. Moderate off. I'll try it again. I don't know. But I just posted something that says moderate off. So that might have been the wrong thing to post. I don't know. But at any rate, you might have to sign in to chat. But I would love to chat with you because I can see the chats. That's probably going to be the most dangerous part, is me reading your chats. But technically, while in Florida, it is illegal to text. They said nothing about video streaming. I didn't see that anywhere on the signs. I mean, I've looked and I looked the whole way down to Florida. I'm in... Where are we? We are in Stark, Florida, which is up north. We just finished an amazing... Ah, there we go. 1 vote to let the kid in the back drive instead. Do you know? That's a good idea. Well, you know, my wife would have driven, but she's taking a nap. She's in the back, in the hidey hole. And now I think it's actually probably literally hiding. I will say that I'm out in the country out here, and it is a little... the internet is really iffy, so if we just fade out, I apologize ahead of time. This is doing a live broadcast while driving is the riskiest way to do a live broadcast, and not just for your own life, but because your internet connection can fade in and out. I'm using, as you probably noticed, Ustream. Ustream is the best tool that I have found for doing mobile live streaming. There is nothing better. I'd hide in the back too, yes. Oh, Anonymous does look good. I see you. Where am I going? Okay, hold on. I wonder how Rocky can sleep. Oh, it's my dad. Hey man. We just came back from a place called Fort DeSoto, which is outside of St. Petersburg, Florida, and we stayed in Fort DeSoto State Park. Amazing. Maybe, just maybe, our most favorite state park ever. I mean, it's that good. It's that good. Because we stay at a lot of beach state camps. That's right, honey, I'm doing the show.
Is it 3 o'clock?
It's 3:15. Go back to sleep. There's nothing to worry about here.
What?
Everything is fine. It's fine. Oh, wait, we have a little turn here. Hold on, everybody. We're going to turn this little corner. Yes. There are 4 people and a camper on this show. Yes, that's right. I'm in a van towing a camper across Florida doing a live streaming show. And there are at least 17 people, so we have witnesses if there's a crash. It's all my fault. Yes. So, at any rate, I thought today's show would be about small business ownership in general. The reason I bring this particular topic up is because when I go on vacation, I get a chance to kind of step back a little bit and look at your business and at my business. And I firmly believe that, especially today in social media, with social media, your marketing is your business. Your business is marketing. That's what it all comes down to, if you ask me. Your marketing is your brand, it is your message, it is what you stand for, it is what you... Furby! Calm down, Furby. Oh boy, Furby. Anyways, it is you, and I don't know how you can live in a social media world today and not be who you are. I don't think, I mean, like, you can be nothing other than authentic. You can't lie anymore. You can't lie anymore because your clients and customers will call you out. That's the biggest number one reason. That if you are shady, if you are a, if you're a poor business person, you're going to get found out. People are going to blog about you, tweet about you. Everyone is going to know. Okay, 45 miles an hour. This is like they say there's actually a billboard that says that this is a speed trap out here. And the last thing I need to do is get caught doing a live video stream speeding. That would be bad. That would be bad. Alright, but so far it looks like we're good. It looks like we have internet and whatnot, so that's good. So at any rate, this is not a topic that I talk a lot about because mostly you guys want to talk about, or I think you want to talk about marketing. But being the fact that I've been in business 13 years, I have some thoughts on small business ownership. And if you have thoughts or if you have questions about running a small business, please post them here in the comments. I see a couple people have already posted. Hill blocks view. Okay, here we go. Let me go up. I'm going up a hill that apparently blocks my view. I don't know the view of what. Nothing. The top of the hill. Yeah, I mean, most hills block views. All right, whatever. Make a sign. Make more signs. So, there's a few things that I have learned over the years. There are 2 messages that I have learned from people in the last decade that I have carried with me for at least a decade. And one is from a gentleman named Bob. I don't want to out Bob on this one unless he wants, if he's here. Hey Bob, if you're here, how's it going, man? Bob, years ago, once told me, he said, look, Sage, I have a piece of wisdom. Actually, he sent me a nice, really cool piece the Art of War stuff. Furby, shh, Furby. So he said, look, Sage, whatever you do, don't work with, I think that he used the word assholes. Yes, sorry, Indy, for the swearing. This is a PG-13 show. So he said, I'm like, yeah, well, why? Why don't you? Or maybe he said dicks. I can't remember. One of those, you know, whatever swear word you want. Or, you know, for the 8-year-old audience, don't work with meanies. Don't work with meanies. There, we'll use that word. Okay, why? He said, Bob said, you don't work with meanies because you become a meanie. And he is 100% right. Because if you ever thought about it, if you work, I'm sure, if you have a business, maybe you're in business, and you work with somebody that's super mean, you start to become super mean. If it's not to other customers or that person, it's then to your employees, it's people around you. You know, it's like that whole thing where, you know, somebody yells at you at work and you come home and kick the dog. You know, like you start taking out your aggressions on people that don't deserve it. And now, I will tell you the truth. This is, if you saw the email, this is kind of me unplugged, or actually I am kind of wireless. Me, like, you know, unvarnished. And I'll tell you that I have worked with meanies. Even though Bob told me not to. And every time I do, I hear Bob's words in my head, and every time I do, I regret it. Every time. There was a guy that was paying me $15,000 a month. That's a lot of money. And I think he did it just to kick me around. I think that was the price. $15,000 a month to kick me around. That was the most expensive $15,000 a month I've ever had. It depressed me. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't work for other people. I was not having fun. I was not being effective. All I was doing was putting up with this guy's BS. Is great really that mean? Oh, is Greg really that mean? Is Greg? Yes. It's true. But it's true. I didn't want him to know, but yes, you should save me from him. Is Greg really that mean? Ustreamer 51890. I don't know what the 4 question marks mean, but please you can repost them. I don't know what that means, but yes. Is Greg really that mean? No. Greg actually is, okay, here's another, that leads me to another point. You have to, okay, so I'm a person that does not believe in trying to fix your weaknesses. I don't think you can fix your weaknesses. The only time you should fix your weaknesses is if you, like, you know, you want a challenge for yourself, like, you know, you want to run a marathon, and, you know, you're a fat, drinking smoker. Yes. There you go. Overcome that weakness, because why not? Now, but if you go around in your business thinking, oh, man, I have to get better at this part of my business, you are just going to struggle. You are going to struggle and struggle and struggle. You mean Greg isn't with you on the trip? I invited him, and he laughed at me. He laughed at me. I said, come on, Greg, come with me to Florida, because all you're going to do is sit around your house, not doing the projects you say you're going to do. Sorry, buddy, if you're on there. Did you do any of your projects, Greg? That's all I have to know. Did you put the Rumble... I need to know, Greg, if you're on there, did you put the Rumble speakers in your couch yet? He went out and got these awesome speakers that you mount to the bottom of your couch, and it makes your couch rumble. He's had them for like 5 years, and he's never put them in. So, at any rate, what I will tell you about Greg, and for that matter, Rocky, who I think just went back to bed.
Did you? I'm back here horrified.
Oh, she's back there horrified. Yeah, I can't get you on the camera, honey, because it's mounted to the steering wheel. But at any She's a little horrified, yes. Is this an internet marketing webinar? Yes, it is. This is, but it's a little bit more holistic. If you have a specific internet marketing question, put it on, type it in, and I will answer it. But for today, this is a little bit more holistic about small business. It all leads to internet marketing. Your internet marketing is your business. Your business is your internet marketing. If you think that internet marketing is optimizing web pages, you are wrong. If you think it is making sure you do 3 or 4 Twitter posts a day, you are wrong. It is not about that. It is about being realistic. It is about being real and human. It is about having, this may be your coolest video ever, the Kingpin says. Yeah! My man, the Kingpin, Printing Kingpin Hannah. Hey, if you need printing, look up fullcolorresources.com. The guy is awesome. He can give you a quote. You should always get a quote from Printing Kingpin, just to double check, see if he can beat the price, because I bet he can. At any rate, thanks, my man. So, yes, this is internet marketing. Your business is internet marketing. Talking about business is internet marketing, believe it or not. Search engine optimization, using your phrase 3 times in 250 words of a content piece is not internet marketing. That is you just throwing around words. You having a meaningful, quality, valuable business is good internet marketing. Yes. So there you go. So at any rate, when I was back to it. If I will say this, you should not spend any time trying to overcome your weaknesses unless you want to. Unless you see a weakness in your life that you feel needs to be overcome. The only thing I recommend that you do is you understand your weaknesses and you figure out how to get somebody else to fill them in for you. That is the most effective way to run your business. You trying to overcome weaknesses is just going to grind your business to a halt, because now all of a sudden you're doing business, you're doing self-improvement, and you're probably hating your life. And the reason I bring this up is because I have Greg and Rocky in particular back there, horrified girl, because they are the detail people in my life. Without them, I firmly believe I would just spin off into the stratosphere. I would just go off, I would just go out of orbit. They are the gravity in my life. They are the people that keep me founded and moving in a forward direction. I'm convinced, although I've never had it checked, I'm convinced I have attention deficit. I get so easily distracted. And they help keep me organized. They help keep me moving forward. Now, in my defense, I believe they need me. Because, you see, I am the guy that gets things done. I don't get them done pretty, as you can see. I have a camera mounted to my steering wheel. But I get them done. I do them. Okay, wait, let's see. 402 says, focus on strengths purposely to eradicate weaknesses. Yes, amen to that. Focus on strengths purposefully? Is that purposely? To eradicate weaknesses. Yes. So there it is. I think that's actually very, very true. If you just focus on your strengths, your weaknesses will disappear. Don't do anything that you're not good at, because I'll tell you, the other things will disappear, or someone else will fill them in for you. So, like for example, which leads me to another point, money. Okay? As a small business owner, you have to understand money. Someone in your organization has to understand money. I'll tell you a quick anecdote. I don't know the years. They all run together, except for the really bad ones, which are burned into my brain forever. But the good ones, they actually, they're not as burned into my skull. But I will tell you this, there was one year that was really good. Early on in the business. Early on. This is called appreciative inquiry. Yes, it is. Appreciative inquiry. was thinking the same thing. Hold on. Okay, wait. Wait. Yes. All right. Focus on strengths. Okay, you guys are the best. Okay, this is called appreciative inquiry. You are right. There is actually a great professor at Case Western Reserve that does a whole thing on appreciative inquiry. Your mom would have a good ideas for marketing. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's true, actually. You can provide tips. Can you provide tips on how to approach someone to become a mentor? Yes. Okay. There's another thing that I have failed at. I want to get to my failures. So, like, yes, a mentor thing coming up. So, what I will tell you is we had this really great year, but because our finances were so unwell organized, we had no idea how much money we had actually made that year, and we lost money practically to the dollar the following 2 years. And after those 2 years, as things were starting to go bad, and I'll tell you, that's one of the times where you really start learning things, is when things really start sucking. When they really start sucking, all of a sudden you become a better business person. When they're good, you could care less. You're just throwing money around like it's nothing, you know? But when things are really bad, you're saying like, oh my God, I better learn how to use QuickBooks. And I'll tell you, after those 2 years, I found out that we had been up probably, I don't know, $60,000, $70,000 on that 1 year, and we spent it almost all the following 2 years, almost to the dollar. We actually were living off of this money that we had made 2 years earlier, and I didn't even know it. And you cannot live like that. Do not live like that. You must understand your money. If you do not understand your cash flow, your profit and loss stuff, if you don't know, if you can't read a P&L sheet, a profit and loss sheet, go to Udemy, or go to Lynda, Lynda, and take a QuickBooks course and learn how to read a P&L, a profit and loss. You have to understand it. If you don't understand that, you are going to be surprised. Oh yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, right in front of me. That's fine. I'm not doing anything important here. I mean, they're cutting me off. These crazy hillbilly people. So at any rate, I don't know if they're hillbillies. What? What? Did I said hillbilly?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what they are. I guess there's no hills. They're rednecks. Okay, they're rednecks. They're not hillbillies. There's no hills. I just should say the guy, the big truck, he just cut right in front of me. Anyways, yes. So okay. Yeah, the commercials. I'm sorry about that. Yes, the one sucky thing about Ustream is they interject commercials in the middle. I'm really sorry about that. But the only way I could do this show on my steering wheel is on Ustream. So I'm really sorry. So I'm assuming a lot of your business is from referrals. What is the best way to get referrals? Yes, okay. So let's go to the mentor one first. How do you approach someone to become a mentor? So if the question is, how do you ask someone to be a mentor? Now, I believe mentors can be really great. I believe they can be really helpful. And I have never had a mentor. And that, I believe, is a major failing of mine. A major failing. I'm too cocky. Like, I go around and I'm like, oh, I don't want that person to be a mentor. But I believe that you should get a mentor. And I've asked people, but like it's never really panned out. But I should do that. I should do that. And not you, Furby. You're not going to be my mentor. You just go on and on talking about nothing in Furbish. So, but I would definitely ask. I would definitely just start asking people. One of the things that I have learned is asking for things is very powerful. It is, you know, like I have this this mentality of, you know, the self-built man, you know, whatever they call it, the self-made man. It's bullcrap. It's total bullcrap. Nobody is self-made. You get so much help from, like, Bob, who taught me that one, you know, don't work with meanies. People giving you breaks. You just getting straight up lucky. Am I driving with my knees? No. I mean, actually, I'm at a stoplight right now, so I can do a lot of this. Yes. So, yes. So, ask for things. Do not be afraid to ask. And people are afraid. You're afraid to ask. But the world wants to help you. Trust me, especially if you are doing good work. If you are doing something, if you are living your dream, even living your dream, like I'm going to start a tea shop. There's a lady in my in our building who's just starting a tea shop, and all I want to do is help her because I can tell she's like living her dream. She's like, and I would do anything for her, and she doesn't actually ask me for anything, but she could. I would build her a website. I would optimize it for her because I mean, but you do have to ask. I'm assuming you get a lot of business from referrals. Yeah, what's the best way to get referrals? Now that's interesting. I do. Actually, my best business, believe it or not, comes from competitors. People either in my industry or doing exactly what I do. Now, my camera is kind of lilting. Oh, hold on. Unfortunately, I'm in a traffic jam or something here. There. I would borrow your camera. That's good. Yeah, Indy's got the Play Sport he's been using, the Kodak Play Sport I showed you guys last week. So,
No.
yeah, what?
For like last 3 hours.
No, that was, well, I told him about it earlier today and last week. But what I will say is that with my competitors, in the search engine optimization industry, we have been very lucky because our industry has been very cool with each other. Like, we'll go to trade shows and there is not, I don't know really offhand of any search engine optimization firms that are against each other. There have been some like relationships where I think people have dated and then have broken up, and then that can happen, you know, but not because like they stole a client or anything like that. I once had a guy, it's a good thing, but I'm not going to say his name. Oh, sorry, hold on. Come on. Okay, wait 1 second. I had a friend of mine as a competitor, and he came to me and he called me up and said, "Look, Sage, I poach everyone in this town. I go through all the agencies looking for people to hire, but I have told all of our recruiters to not hire from SageRock. But one of your people came to me and wanted a job, and he said this. He said, would it be okay if I hired him?" That is crazy cool. And so having that kind of respect, because we can't all do the work. We can't all do the work. So like web designers are really good for me. Notice is a great firm that I've worked with over the years. knotice.com. They do email marketing and stuff. So it's actually people in my industry. So that's pretty good. Commercial workaround. Open 2 SageRock windows. Woo! Good thinking. Nice tip. Humility opens many doors. Yes. I mean, you don't want to expect things from people. You don't want to be like, you know, and I've run into people like that where they ask for too much. But I have to say, actually, I don't think it hurts them. I think the people that ask for things get things. It's striking. So, but being humilitiest, humble. Thank you. Yes, stoplight, Chinese fire drill. We could do that. She's back there. I don't think I can get Rocky up here that fast. But man, what could possibly be going on in this little town? What is happening here? Like, is there a sale at Taco Bell? What's happening here? This is the most ridiculous thing. It's like, it's rush hour in the country. I don't get it. The catfish shrimp meal for $4.99 is pretty good at Captain D's. I mean, that's it. I don't know what it is.
Of Appalachian America.
It's not Appalachia. It's Florida. These people live in the warmth. They're cool. Are you coming up, Rocco?
I'm frightened.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're my bag's in your seat.
I noticed.
I'm sorry about that. Just put it down there. But be gentle. All my good stuff's in there. All right, Rocky's up here. She's courageous.
What are you so scared about?
Yeah, there. What are you so scared about? Right. Yes. So,
someday we'll explain.
So I will tell you that asking for things is a big thing.
Oh yeah, because you're
So yes, because I'm driving. My kid said, yes. See. So one of the other things like that I have learned, you know, one of the things that I think happens in small business is people will tell you things, but at least for me, I don't seem to learn them until I have to live through them. Oh, are you going to try the pecan roll?
I did.
It's good.
Yes.
Pecan rolls, oh, so good. We're almost in Georgia, I think. Well, maybe not quite. But at any rate, one of the things, what's your opinion on Elance, especially when working on a limited budget for your marketing needs? Fantastic question. So Elance I don't use, but Odesk I do use. Okay? And if you've never used these tools, what these are places where you can hire contractors from all over the world. All right? To do anything that you could do virtually. So this could be designing a website, designing banner ads, building a program like an app, being a virtual assistant. What else do they do? A lot of programming. Anything. Oh, like video editing. So you could. I've known people that have sent videos over to. Which way do I go? Left-ish. Yeah, left-ish. Okay. So I've known people that have sent videos overseas and had them edited. There's a cannon right here in the middle of the road. I wish I could show you the guy. Who puts a cannon in the middle of the road? They're proud, but this guy put a boat in the middle of the road. So whatever, they like to put their stuff out. So, so I don't understand. But I am a big fan. Elance. Elance is E-L-A-N-C-E. What's the best way for a small business to get exposure? Oh, sorry, thank you. I'm working on my camera.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm busy here. I mean, I wasn't in frame. So so I am a huge fan of these, and I believe actually I have a theory that we are at peak jobs. Have you ever heard the phrase peak oil, where people believe we have reached the peak of our oil flow, you know? I believe we are at peak jobs, meaning this is probably the height of people having actual jobs. The manufacturing theory of like manufacturing as you need it. So like parts coming in just as you need them is going to happen with service. So instead of you, say for example, you need somebody to do search engine optimization for your business. Why is my camera continually lilting? Come over here.
It wants you to pull over.
It wants me to pull over. Well, forget it, camera. So, or it could be because I'm on a corner. Instead of hiring somebody and where you have to worry about insurance and workers' comp, you can use these services like Elance, Odesk, these kinds of things to hire on an as-needed basis. And the great thing about this is it's great on both sides, because you are not now just being working with the people in your town. You now have a global workforce, and you can find specialists in very niche things. So like, let's say for example you're developing a 3D shopping cart system. Okay, that's something we're doing right now. So using somebody remotely that is a 3D cart expert becomes a reality, as opposed to me trying to find a 3D cart expert in Akron, which I guarantee is not going to happen. And so with the global workforce, they can be experts on a very niche thing, and you can get experts for that very niche thing. And so it's this win-win, and on top of that, they get to charge a higher hourly rate than they would if they were working for somebody for full time, and they are their own boss, so their schedule is theirs. And a lot of times they work in Europe, so they don't need health insurance because their government gives them health insurance. I know that seems like that's a controversial topic in the United States, but it's in Europe and most other places in the world, they already have health insurance. They just need an income. And so, in fact, it makes it more, they have a competitive advantage, people in Europe in particular, or Canada even, because we, as Americans, are oftentimes, we get a package deal for a job. We're like, I have to get a job that has good health insurance. And so we're forced to get jobs that maybe are going to pay you a lower rate than somebody that could work without health insurance as a contractor in Europe. And now, while you can get cheap people on these services, I don't actually recommend doing, I mean, there can be times where you getting a really affordable person can work out, but I don't hire that way. I hire the best person I can find. And so, you know, it's not uncommon for me to use Odesk and spend $30 an hour on somebody really, really great. You know, like, and you know, Bangladesh right now is putting out amazing programmers. Russia does great. The UK, it's all really good. So let's see here. Get a lot of overflow cost exposure by putting graphics on your vehicle and carry a lot of business cards. Very good idea. You cannot underestimate the power of a sign. Don't forget that. My man, printing kingpin, Hannah, would agree, I bet. You know, actually, it reminds me, as I was going down the road here, they do signs really well in Florida. Like they'll put a sign out, they'll be like, come to the...
Flags on.
Yeah, they got flags over here on these signs. There's like this citrus center. They had a sign out 15 miles back. They're like, Citrus Center in 15 miles, Citrus Center in 7 miles. You know, they came down, they're like, Citrus Center in 8 blocks, Citrus Center in 1 block, and it was packed. Signs are really amazing. They do really, really great signs. Hold on 1 second. What's the best way for a small business to get exposure without spending a lot of money? Be daring. That's my biggest recommendation. You see this show? Do you know how much money this cost me? Well, I did go camping. I did have to go to Florida for you. You know, I had to camp all week on the beach for this show. So that cost me, I think, $200. And I had to eat burgers on the grill. Yes, that cost me another couple dollars. So, I mean, money is not the key here. Being innovative and being a risk taker is the secret, I think. Go out and do something cool in your city. Like I saw a guy by the name of Jim Cougarel, a local Cleveland guy. He went downtown Cleveland, put a desk in a field, and with a sign and said, like, we'll consult for free or something like that. And he got a bunch of exposure. I mean, I remember it was burned into my head. This guy, like, sitting there out in a field with the free stamp. You know that? I don't know if you guys know in Cleveland, the free stamp. He was sitting right by the free stamp. He got in a suit and tie and put a desk right out by the free stamp. Very clever idea. So just be innovative. The people that play it safe are the people that have to spend more money because they want to, I mean, they're too afraid to do something risky, to mount a frickin' telephone on their steering wheel. Yes. What's that? I know. See, I'm a risk taker. My kid says I'm doing it. That's right. Because you know why? I don't have a lot of budget for marketing, so I have to do stupid crap like this. So, hold on. Ah, yes. Okay. So I'm a big fan of Elance. There you go. Got a lot of overflow. Yes, signs. Wrap your vehicle. I've often thought about wrapping the van. I really want to wrap the van. Can I wrap the van, honey?
Not if you drive with a camera on it.
Come on!
Now listen, if you put your sign...
Yeah?
Hi.
That's Rocky.
You put your business sign on your car, you can't drive like an idiot.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I can't drive like an idiot if I put my business sign on the car. Probably. See, that's why I have Rocky. See, it's advice like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, you know, that's a good point, right? If you drive like an idiot, don't put a sign on your car. Nobody will hire you. Rocky, like, so you know probably Walt Disney, right? But you might not know Walt Disney's brother. What's his name? Roy. Thank you. Sorry. So Roy Disney was the guy that made things really happen, in my opinion. Walt Disney had the vision. Walt Disney went and literally bought swampland down here, swampland, and drained it to the sea. Can you imagine that? How many people must have told him what a total idiot he was? He bought a swamp, but he had the vision to drain it. He made canals and drained it and turned it into Disney World. Oh, and I guarantee that whole thing would not have happened without Roy, because Disney Walt was too busy doing crazy crap like figuring out how he was going to drain a swamp the size of Disney World and Epcot Center. Okay, hold on. The most dangerous part of this trip is me reading the comments. Hold on, there's a guy stopping off for peaches. Wait 1 second. Yes, get the peaches. Oh, there's a big orange. Okay. Putting my business on my vehicle would only tell people where to find me. I don't drive in a way that would positively, yes, yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, I can't read them all. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, the traffic stopped. Just hold on. Meaning
pull over.
I'm not pulling over. That wouldn't be fun. Put your competitors on your vehicle. What a good idea! What a good idea!
Cut people off.
Oh, that reminds me.
So much for those referrals.
I know. But like, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, I'm good, but you can also check out my competitors. That would blow people's minds. My friend Jamie Johns, my dear friend, he is a pianist in Milwaukee, okay? And he has a website, jjplays.com. You can go check it out, jjplays.com. And he came to me and said, Sage, I want a website. This was before jjplays.com. And he said, I want a website, but what I really want to do is I want to put all the pianists in Milwaukee on it. And I'm like, what? Because he's a pianist. And I'm like, well, I know you're a pianist, but maybe just, little free marketing advice. Typically when people build websites, it's to promote their own business. You see, you put a website out like hire Jamie Johns, MilwaukeePianist.com. And he's like, well, yeah, I know. But one of the real reasons I want to have a website is because what happens is people call me for a gig and I can't do them, and I spend the next half hour on the phone running through my little book of all the local pianists, and it would be nice if I could just put that list of pianists on my website. So I wouldn't have to do that. I could be just like, hey, just go to my website. But here's the thing. He did that, and it was so well received that he has taken all the prominent pianists in Milwaukee, built out biographies that he has written himself, made a page for every single one of them. The home page of his website now is that directory, and he is the definitive website for pianists in Milwaukee. He owns the market because he is the center of it. And not only does he come up for Milwaukee pianists, he comes up for every pianist in Milwaukee. If you are a pianist in Milwaukee worth your salt, his site comes up for your name. He's a genius. He's a freaking genius. I wish I was that smart. So, yes, put your competitors on your car. Do that. That is amazing, because now you aren't just some greedy bastard trying to make money. You're actually trying to help people. You're like, look, or what if you made a directory of all of your competitors, and if you knew things about them, and maybe it could be really cool. You could be like, this guy totally sucks, but this person's really good. Something really straight up like that, because you probably know your competitors better than most other people. Hold on. Okay. Okay, put your competitor, yes, do that. Banners on your building would be cool. Yes, actually a sign on the building would be cool. Something I would love to do. I have a building with no signs. That is embarrassing. Yes, embarrassing. Okay. Poo on Ustream. Was it a commercial? I'm really sorry about that. I know the commercials suck. But I don't know how else to do it. So I apologize. that, you know, the only way I can do this going 55 miles an hour by the Pecan Sandies souvenir land is through Ustream. It doesn't work as well. I can't do a Google Hangout on air on your phone. You can do a private Google Hangout, but not a Google Hangout on air. So it would just be me talking to my phone. You guys couldn't join in. Yes, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yes, I would say the people that risk are the ones that win. Fortune favors the bold. That is a saying that I live by. The people that take the risks are the ones that tend to win. The people that take no risks tend to die a slow, boring death. Trust me, that is how life works. If you sit carefully and quietly in your perfect little home in the suburbs, making sure you do everything right, you may, I believe firmly, you have more of a chance of failing. Your risk suddenly goes up because you have one shot. That one thing you risked, the risk was you took no risks. And that meant that you have everything in that one basket. Oh, a stop sign. Hold on. Why don't you have a fellow carmate read your comments? That would be nice. Well, where's the fun in that? What about advertising on toilet paper? Definitely! In fact, I've seen that. Go do a search for toilet paper advertising. A great idea. Yes! Commercial again. Boo on the commercials. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It drives me nuts, the commercials. Yes. Okay. What would I say? Hire me, and I'll put you with all your crap. Yes! And I'll put up with all your crap! Yes, say that! Say that! 100 times say that! Hire me and I'll put up with all your crap! See, you're a frickin' whoever you are, a frickin' genius! Just do it, I dare you! You know what you could do? You could go around, like, putting that toilet paper in McDonald's, because I always go to McDonald's and they're out of toilet paper. You could just go around handing out toilet paper at places that need toilet paper.
Ooh, guerrilla toilet paper.
Guerrilla toilet paper marketing, baby! Do it! Yes, yes, definitely. Hire me and I'll put up with all your crap. You should, like, copyright that. Your wife should be driving so you can devote complete attention to your audience.
Thank you.
Yes, I know. If they are at all important to you. They're very important to me. But she was sleeping because my wife, and she was tired and I didn't want to bother her.
I told him to wake me up.
I know. She said to wake me up, but then I'm like, I wonder if I could do this on the road. And plus, now I can say I have finally done a show while driving. I've done shows. I just did a show at 11 o'clock earlier today where I was in the passenger seat, and I told everybody to never, I said never do a show while you're actually driving, and then it got me to thinking. I'm like, oh, you know, it would be cool to do a show while you're actually driving. Yes. So a friend of mine invited all of his business enemies to his birthday party. Do that too, see? That's it. That's it.
And put it on YouTube.
And put it on YouTube. That would be great. That would be so great, to his birthday party. See, it's ballsy stuff like that that gets noticed. So how about this? Denise at Sage Rock, she started something called Gallery 15. You can go to gallery15.com. She has started, she's always had a dream of having an art gallery. And so she had, we have something in Akron called the Akron Art Walk, and she was part of that. And she has two artists. She has a glass artist and a metal artist, and they're amazing. I mean, amazing artists. And you know, and I bet you the funny thing about that is, in a town of 200,000 people, Akron, there's at least two amazing artists, and I know there's a bunch more. So your town has amazing artists too, I guarantee it. She put up this little gallery, part of the art walk, and I cannot tell you how much attention this has brought. She's gotten written up in all the newspapers. She's had schools coming in. She's having, private showings. She sold virtually all of the metal art. I mean, it's almost all gone in a month. And you know what?
Newspaper's coming.
Yeah, the newspaper is coming, and they're coming And they're not just talking about the gallery. While they're in there, they're like, hey, what else is in here? And you know what else is in there? Sage Rock, who happens to support the arts. It reminds me of Google Doodles. You know, so like Google, do you ever wonder why Google takes time to actually put those little fancy logos on the top because of their main site? They do it because it gets written up in major newspapers every single time they do it. It's free exposure. And so like Gallery 15 just reminded me of that. So I mean, honestly, this was a total complete surprise. This was not some sort of cunning mastermind of mine. I just like, Denise wanted to have an art gallery and we had a little extra space. She's actually just using the walls of the conference room and the walls of the hallway primarily. And so, you know, she's using that space, but it is amazing because actually people actually care about art as opposed to web marketing, which they're like, now we're down to 13 viewers and they're like, really, Sage, I gotta go. You risking your family's life in your van is not nearly as interesting as me going home. Yes. So, right. So, yes. Gallery 15 is a brilliant idea. Touche. I agree. Richard Branson says that if you're not having fun, then it's time to make some changes. Yes. Yeah. That is, I think, exactly right. A friend of mine invited. Oh, yeah, that's right. Good. So, yeah. So you can have an art gallery in your office. I mean, who can't put up art? And I'll tell you the secret of an art gallery. You don't have to pay for the art. The art is free. They want to do it. They need the space, and you might have walls. And then what you do is then you go to Sam's Club and you buy a bunch of cheese and you buy a box of wine and you have a thing, you get out some postcards and people come to your business and they're like, wow, this is an awesome art gallery. What else goes on in here? And you tell them your whole spiel that you are an accounting firm that happens to support local artists. Who doesn't love that? Yes. So, I mean, thinking creatively. I mean, right here, look at all the amazing ideas you guys have had. Now, the secret is this, to go out and do them. Go get that toilet paper. Do toilet guerrilla marketing. Really great idea. Go put on a tutu and dance in the middle of your city. And I don't know, like, how? What else could you do? Do you have any good ideas, Rocky? What else could they do? They could have a live video show.
I'm like a deer in the headlights.
Deer in the headlights, yeah. She's probably on Facebook or something.
I'm Roy Disney.
Roy Disney doesn't have the ideas.
I drive the car.
She drives the car normally, except when she's
not an idea guy.
Right. I
have no idea.
All right. Well, look, I'm not going to press my luck anymore because we've already had like 15 commercials, and I'm moving further out into the middle of the country, and there's only a matter of time before we, all right, great show. You'll need to do it next week. All right. Maybe it'll just always be the car show. Maybe I could just run around in the car. You know, you might see me more on the road during the summer because I do try to get out. Me and the family. Oh, that poor camper just broke down. Wonder if he was doing a show. All right, everybody. You guys were great. Thank you so much. I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to get my eyes back on the road. I'll classify this as a Sage, lots of nuggets of wisdom. Thank you very much. I know it wasn't specifically web marketing, but don't forget, in today's age, your business is marketing. Marketing is your business. You cannot be something you're not anymore. You have to be authentic. You have to be real. And believe it or not, this is really me.
Don't forget, the show comes with a money-back guarantee.
And the show comes with a money-back guarantee. Yes, it does, says Roy. Yes, you are welcome. 909. You guys are awesome. Have a safe trip. See you next week with my dad. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you later. This will be recorded on YouTube if you want to watch it again in all its glory. All right. Bye. Oh, yeah. And happy marketing. Thanks.